Lights down low, but the fire's burning. Clay gets packed and the tires start churning. Strapping tight, it's about that time. Micro sprint hub, let them hear that whine. Hey! Helmets on and the visors down. Short track kings in a small town crown. Edge of your seat, better hold on tight. It's elbows up on a Friday night. Hey! Slide job coming, don't blink twice. Door to door and they're rolling the dice. No lift, no fear, no backing down. When the green flag drops, they own this town. Rustle, jitter elbows up, tear the cushion down. Feather the throttle, spin it around. Right rear racing on the mic tonight. Calling every slider, every fight. It's intense, it's fast, it's wheel to wheel. Micro thunder, you can feel that steel. Micro sprint hub, here we go. Broadcast live, let's start the show. Quick. Three-wide racing off a turn two. Little cars flying, but the moves are huge. Nose to tail, they're digging deep. No room to breathe, no time to sleep. Hey! Champions rise, legends begin. Hey! One bad slide and you're out of the wind. Hey! Checkered dreams in a dirt-filled haze. Short track warriors set ablaze. Hey! Top side, bottom, choose your lane. One mistake and it's heartbreak pain. Crowd on their feet, they feel that rush. Micro madness in a cushion crush. Punching little elbows up, tear the cushion down. Feather the throttle, spin it around. Right rear racing on the mic tonight. Bringing the action, living bright. It's intense, it's raw, it's all out speed. Every lap is a fight to lead. Micro sprint hub, engines roar. Green flags out, let's race some more. Ladies and gentlemen, strapping tight. The micro sprint hub racing league starts now. Right here on Right Rear Racing. Right Rear Racing.
And welcome back to Right Rear Racing as we're bringing you your Micro Sprint Hub iRacing League here tonight at Fairbury, as we currently have 24 drivers out there on the track making their practice sessions going right now. And as you see right now, Justice Sokol is going to be your quickest time in the practice session. You see that time right there on the left-hand side of your screen, as we have roughly 9.5 minutes left of your practice session here tonight. And as we're following along with Brandon Lewis in that 75 machine right there, and this is also week number 2 of this racing series just coming on here, and sorry for getting a little bit of a late start here as we were trying to troubleshoot. We're trying to get it over here on Right Rear Racing and on Micro Sprint Hub TV there as well on YouTube. And you see Justice Sokol in that 25 machine working his way around the turns 1 and 2. He's going to come down to the bottom of the track and make his way into the pit lane. And Justice Sokol is from, I thought his name was on here, and he's from Falcon, Colorado, with the AMD chassis, or ABM chassis, and his JSR dig. And the number 2 machine of Aaron Leitzel. Full Throttle Hauling, HJ Towing, and Wiser Motorsports. Again, with Micro Sprint Hub here, thanks to all the great sponsors with Micro Sprint Hub. And we have the B&B Foundation, the Thrive Media, Race Tracker Pro, Milestone Electric Plumbing and AC, and FM Performance. And a little quick rundown of what's going to happen here tonight, as we're going to go ahead and show you your iRacing UI here. As you see, we're going to do our 5-lap qualifying, followed by your heat races, and then we're with a 3-car invert. Top 3 will move on to your main event. Rest of them will go to one of the consolation races with the C main and B main. The top 6 will be inverted in those consi races, and then we're going to have a your feature of 35 laps with your top 4 being inverted. And with Justice in currently your quick time, he's already done 73 laps out here on the track, and his quick time is going to be at 11:06. As we go on board with him, already has some mud there on the screen, working his way down the front straightaway. As you see, the tracks, look at the track condition too, as he's working his way through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Again, this is your practice session with 7 minutes left, or sorry, 6.5 minutes left of the practice session. Then we're going to go into your 5-lap qualifying. Again, this is your Outlaw micro winged sprint cars here at Fairbury with 35 laps for your main event here tonight. Let's see if anyone else is out there on the track. And we still have just the two cars that are out there on the track. And we have 24 drivers here tonight, and I believe all of them might be making the call. I'm not sure with everything. We also, looking up there on the top right hand of your screen, I also see Driver's Lab, as I forgot to put Driver's Labs on my notes. A huge shout out to them as well. And we have our 5 minutes left in your practice session here tonight, and then we're going to go into your qualifying. And that's not exciting there. And I was working through the technical difficulties that we were having. I'm going to go and mute my mic, get ready for calling these races, get me a drink of water, and get ready for tonight's racing. Be right back.
Hey! 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 Yeah! Hey! 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 Lights down low, but the fire's burning. Clay gets packed and the tires start churning. Strapping tight, it's about that time. Micro sprint hub, let them hear that whine. Hey! Helmets on and the visors down. Short track kings in a small town crown. Edge of your seat, better hold on tight. It's elbows up on a Friday night. Hey! Slide job coming, don't blink twice. Door to door and they're rolling the dice. No lift, no fear, no backing down. When the green flag drops, they own this town. Process the elbows up, tear the cushion down. Feather the throttle, spin it around. Right rear racing on the mic tonight. Calling every slider, every fight. It's intense, it's fast, it's wheel to wheel. Micro thunder, you can feel that steel. Micro sprint hub, here we go. Broadcast live, let's start the show. Quick. 3-wide racing off a turn 2. Little cars flying, but the moves are huge. Nose to tail, they're digging deep. No room to breathe, no time to sleep. Champions rise, legends begin. One bad slide and you're out of the wind. Checkered dreams in a dirt field haze. Short track warriors set up blaze. Top side, bottom, choose your lane. One mistake and it's heartbreak pain. Crowd on their feet, they feel that rush. Micro madness in a cushion crush. Punching little elbows up, tear the cushion down. Feather the throttle, spin it around. Right rear racing on the mic tonight. Bringing the action, living bright. It's intense, it's raw, it's all out speed. Every lap is a fight to lead. Micro sprint hub, engines roar. Green flags out, let's race some more. Right Rear Racing.
And again, welcome to the broadcast here on Right Rear Racing as we are bringing your Micro Sprint Hub iRacing League here tonight at Fairbury for week number 2 as the number 45 of Bradley Cox did take home the win on week number 1 last week. And we do have 1 minute left of your practice session going into your 5 minutes of, or sorry, not 5 minutes, 5 laps of qualifying. Then we're going to break them down into their heat races, with the top 3 being inverted for your heat races tonight. Again, a huge shout out to all the sponsors of the Micro Sprint Hub iRacing League here. It's going to be BTB Foundation, Thrive Media, Race Tracker Pro, Milestone Electric Plumbing and AC, and FM Performance. And we also have Dirt Labs as well. And they're receiving the checkered flag as their practice session is over with. And how we do it here on Right Rear Racing for your qualifying is we're going to find the first car that's going to go out, and we're going to follow them for a few laps, and we're going to just keep jumping back and forth between all the drivers here and try to get different angles from where they're running at and call it as we see it here. And Jaden West is going to be the first one out on the track. As you see him there, he's doing a wheelie on the back straightaway going in turn number 3 as he's coming. I thought Fairbury was different with the camera here. He's working his way through 3 and 4. As he's coming off 4, he should be getting the green flag for his first lap. He's working the bottom side there as he's coming back up to the top side down the back straightaway, down to the bottom in 3 and 4. As he comes off turn number 4, his first lap out there on the track is going to be a 11:24. That's going to put him second currently on the board, as he's JT Moss in that 4 machine was up there at the top on his first lap with a 11:22. But Tyler LaPointe in that 8 machine is going to top the leaderboard with an 11:03 on his first lap, and his second lap is going to be 11:18. It might help if I put the scoring loop up there on your top left-hand side of your screen with your best lap time. And we're going to go on and watch Johnny Bolin in the 11 machine as he's currently sitting, or that just put him up to the 4th position with a 11:16. This time to beat right now is going to be Tyler LaPointe in that 8 machine as he ran a 11:03, as you see right there on your screen. One with the most laps during practice session was Justice Sokol in that 25 machine. He's currently sitting 9th with 11:18 for his best lap time. And Bradley Cox just topped the leaderboard there on lap number 3 with 11:01 as he's working the bottom side there through 3 and 4. Again, he's the one that won last week, and looks like he's won to beat this week as well with the 10:99 there on that last lap that he ran. And we got Bryce in the 26 machine here, still doing a few laps. His best time right now is 11:19. That time around was 11:31. As we come off 4 down the front straightaway, that lap time is going to be 11:32. We have 2 more laps to do here for Bryce in that 26 machine. As he's coming off of turn number 4, his lap here is going to be 11:97, and his last lap here for Bryce, as Bryce comes through 3 and 4 there, and his last lap is going to be 11:30. That's still going to put him at 13 on the timing loop. And here we go with Bryce Comer in that 9 machine, or I guess number 21 machine. It's 9 on your ticker there. His fastest lap time is 11:17, as he's currently sitting ninth, and that was his last lap there. As his last lap is going to be 11:42, as everyone has completed qualifying. As you see there, Bradley Cox has topped the leaderboard. As soon as I said it, went away. Trying to load up the next race here. And for heat race number 1, we have Justice Sokol in that 25 machine. He's going to be starting on the pole with Josh Robinson on his outside in the 67. Bradley Cox in the 45 was your quick time with the 3-car invert. He's going to be inside row number 2 with Garrett. I'm not going to butcher your last name there. In that 17 machine on the outside of row number 2 with Dylan Carrier in the 813, rounding out the field for heat race number 1. As the pace truck gets underway here. Justice Sokol in that 25 machine is going to be leading the field to the green here. As everything, Facebook is starting to work now as it was not earlier. And maybe we might get live as well on Micro Sprint Hub. As the pace truck pulls in, we're set to go underway this time around as they go to 3 and 4. Justice Sokol is going to hit that lap pedal and get us underway for heat race number 1 action. He's going to be running down low. Bradley Cox has already moved up into your second position as he's running the bottom side and made the pass on Josh Robinson in that 67 machine. Going to hit that inside berm just a little bit. He's going to try to close the door on Justice as they work their way down the front straightaway into turn number 1. As they come off turn 2, it's still Justice holding off Bradley here early on in this race. As we go in a little bit closer, you see the battle there as Bradley's working the bottom side a little bit better off turn 2 as they work their way down the back straightaway. Sokol is going to try to hold off Bradley once again, as Sokol got a little bit of run there on the back straightaway. As we're this close, we're got to get my bearings once again, and that's 3 and 4. And it might help if I get to the ticker up there, as we are only running 6 laps here for your heat races. Can Justice Sokol hold off Bradley Cox for the last lap as they're getting the white flag this time around, as Justice is trying to work the bottom, and Bradley is right there as well. Going into your last turn for 3 and 4, they're going to be looking to go side by side and give the win to Justice Sokol in that 25 machine, with Bradley Cox in second and Josh Robinson in third. As the results is not showing here, and sorry about that, as it's not wanting to show, but heat race number, I don't know what's going on here with my SDK, should be showing. Looks like we're having all kinds of issues here tonight with overlays not wanting to work correctly and everything. But to give you the quick rundown on your lineup, the 33 of Jaden West, he's going to be on the pole. On his outside is going to be the number 11 of Johnny Boland. Inside row number 2 is going to be Aaron Litzel in that 2 machine. He's going to be on the outside with Tyler LaPointe in the 8 machine on his inside. And rounding out the field for heat race number 2 action is going to be Daniel Fuller in the 21 machine. The field just received the rolled up green flag. We're set to go underway next time around. Again, thanks for joining in here tonight and liking the stream as well, as the pace truck does pull off here on the back straightaway. Jaden West in that 33 machine is going to get ready to hit that live pedal and get us underway here for heat race number 2. As he's hitting that live pedal, just tries to miss that inside burn there here at Fairbury. Give the early lead to Jaden West in that 33 machine, with Johnny Bolins right there in that 11 machine trying to reel in the 33 of Jaden West. And Tyler LaPointe in that 8 machines. I guess he's card number 45. He's going to be sitting in third, as Aaron has pulled off or gone one lap down here early on in the race. And as we are now halfway through with heat race number 2, as they just received the cross flags here, the 33 of Jaden West has led it since the drop of the green. Johnny Bolin is trying to reel them in here as they work their way down the back straightaway. Aaron Letzel's in the outside wall, going to keep it going here. And Daniel in that 21 machine is going to be in fourth. We're going to go back up to the front with a 33 of Jaden West as he's working his way through 3 and 4. As he's coming off turn number 4, he's getting the white flag as we have one lap remaining here in heat race number 2 action. As Jaden West working his way down the back straightaway for the last time for heat race number 2. As he's coming off turn number 4, he's going to get the win here, followed by Johnny Bolin in that 11 machine and Tyler LaPointe in the 8 machine. Will round out your top 3. And now we're going to have our ticker actually working here. And we had it momentarily. And bear with me, I want to reset my overlays here. And starting on the pole, it looks like it's going to be Bryce in that 26 machine with Shane Weeks on his outside in the 83. The 19 of J. Rob is going to be on your outside row number 2 with Seth Gregory and the 14 on his inside. And rounding out the field for heat race number 3 action is going to be Eric Schmidt in that 10 machine. As the field just received the rolled up green flag, we're set to go underway next time around. Again, the field is going to be led by Bryce in that 26 machine as they work their way down the back straightaway. The pace truck does pull off here. And Bryce is going to hit that lob pedal and get us underway. And that was Seth Gregory that took a early lead, or took a whole shot there. And Jay Rob's going to make contact with Eric, or that Shane Weeks, who's made contact with. As Shane's going to gather it back up and maintain the 4th position. And we do have one going around there. That's going to be Eric Schmidt in that 10 machine. As we go back up to the front, we have Bryce in that 26 machine holding on to the lead. We do have your ticker up there on the top with the laps as we have your first 2 laps remain down as Bryce is holding on to the lead here as coming off turn number 4, getting the cross flags with halfway through with heat race number 3 action here. Can Seth Gregory make the pass here on Bryce in the closing laps as they get the popsicle sticks this time around? As they work their way down the back straightaway, it's still Bryce holding on to the lead. Here comes Gregory coming off turn number 4, getting the white flag. Gregory has one more chance to do it here as we zoom in on these two as they work their way down the back straightaway. The 14 machine is going to look down low. Can he make the clearance? Make a little bit of contact there, but Bryce in that 26 machine, or I guess his number 84, is going to maintain the lead and take the win here in heat race number 3 action. Seth Gregory will finish 2nd, and J. Rob in the 19 machine is going to finish in 3rd. And see if me closing the app and bringing it back up will actually make it work here now. And there you go with Eric Schmidt. Just got to do it quick here apparently. It wants to do it, but it doesn't want to do it. We'll figure out what's going on as everything seems to be messing up here. Again, these are your BTB Foundation heat races. And heat race number 4 is going to be the 51 of Rustin Moss on the pole with Bryce Comer on the outside in that 9 machine. Brady Ross starting inside row number 2 in his 1 machine. Rick on the outside in the 6, and James Kistner in the 13 rounds out the field for heat race number 4 action. as everyone's lined up now, ready to go. And a little disclaimer about the numbers I'm going off what I'm seeing on my scoreboard. Also, what you see up there on the top left-hand side, some of these cars do have different numbers than what is actually registered with iRacing. As the field works their way off turn 4 down the front straightaway, they're receiving the rolled up green flag. We're set to go underway here in heat race number 4. Again, this is BTB Foundation heat race number 4, as BTB Foundation does sponsor all the heat races here with Micro Sprint Hub iRacing League. As Rustin leads us in turn number 3, he's going to hit that loud pedal and get us underway here for heat race number 4 action. And that's Brady Ross in that one machine working the bottom side, moved up early and got a good hole shot. He's moved up into the second. He's looking down low as they work their way down the back straightaway. Give the lead to the one of Brady Ross as they work their way off turn number 4 for lap number 1. As we get the lap ticker there, Rustin Moss is battling it out with Bryce Comer. They made a little bit of contact there going into turn number 1. And Brady Ross in that one machine has walked off just a little bit. As you see Rustin Moss there in that 51 machine blink out just a little bit. As Brady Ross in the one machine comes off 4, we're getting the cross flags as we're halfway through with heat race number 4. Can Bryce Comer reel in Rustin Moss in that 51 machine and make the pass for second? That's what you're seeing here now on your screen. With the 20, that's the 21 of Bryce Comer. And this time around, coming off turn number 4, getting the white flag as Brady Ross has walked off with it with about a 3-second gap here as he's working his way down the back straight. We're going to go back to Brady as he's coming off turn 4 and taking the checkered flag here in heat race number 4, followed by the 51 of Rustin Moss and the 9 of Bryce Comer. And Rick is going to finish in 4th with James Kistner rounding out the field. That's what I get for doing an update last night before my broadcast, as everything does not want to load up. Keep trying though, but we're going to go up here to your BTB Foundation heat race number 5. Starting on the pole is going to be the 75 of Brandon Lewis. On his outside is going to be JT Moss in the 4 machine with the 18 of Chance Olstrom starting on the inside of row number 2 with Jason Green on his outside in the 16 or in the 12 machine, and we're waiting on Sterling in the 7 machine to round out the field for heat race number 5. Again, sponsored by BTB Foundation. As the 75 of Brandon Lewis and the 4 of JT Moss work their way off turn number 4 with the field, they're going to receive the rolled up green flag as we're set to go underway next time around. Again, it's going to be a 6-lap affair for heat race number 5. As you see, the pace truck does pull off there on the back straightaway. The 75 of Brandon Lewis is going to hit that loud pedal and get us underway pretty early there, as he's going to get the green flag coming down the front straightaway. JT Moss in that 4 machine is going to hold on to the second position with Chance Alstrom looking down low in that 55 machine. Going to hit the inside tire there. That tractor tire does not move. That's going to allow... I'm sorry, that was Jason Green. or no, that was Chance Olstrom that did hit the inside tire. He's going to maintain the third position. We're going to go back up to the front as JT Moss is trying to reel in the 75 of Brendan Lewis. As this time around, coming around off turn 4, they're going to get the cross flags as we're halfway through with heat race number 5 action here. As Brendan Lewis is a little bit smoother there in 1 and 2. The 4 machine of JT Moss is a little bit faster there in 3 and 4. Coming off turn number 4, getting the popsicle sticks with 2 laps remaining here in heat race number 5. The 75 of Brandon Lewis still holding on to the lead as they work their way off turn 4, getting the white flag. We're going to go in a little bit closer here on these two as we see them go through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. The 4 of JT Moss is trying to reel in the 75. He's going to look down low once again as they're trying to go in there, make a little bit of contact off of the turn, and that's going to go to JT Moss taking the win. Chance Allstorm is going to finish in second with Brandon Lewis coming back around and finishing third. And we're going to go straight to our warm-up session here tonight with the warm-up session being 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and try to get my scoring to show for y'all. As you see right there, it is actually showing now for your heat race number 1 action. Again, the results for heat race number 1 was Justin Sokol, Bradley Cox, Josh Robinson, Garrett, and Dylan. And heat race number 2 was Jaden West, Johnny Bolin, Tyler LaPointe, Daniel Fuller, and Aaron Letzel. Again, sorry if I butcher anyone's name here. Heat race number 3 action, seeing Bryce in the 26th with Seth Gregory in second, J-Rod third, Eric Schmidt in fourth, and Shane Weeks rounds out the top 5. And heat race number 4, again, all your heat races were sponsored by BTB Foundation. Winning heat race number 4 was Brady Ross, followed by Rustin Moss, Bryce Comer, Rick, and James Kistner. And rounding out your last heat race action here tonight, that was JT Moss with Chance Olstorm in second, Brandon Lewis in third, Jason Green fourth, and Starlin Thesis did not make the call for heat race number 5 action. As these drivers are working in the track, getting it going here for your main event. And Chance Allstorm is going to be currently your quickest here for the warm-up session. And we'll go ahead and get the gap set up for when we go to your main event here tonight. As these drivers are going out here and trying to work in the track, get it going for your main event here tonight. And thanks again to all the sponsors. Once again, can't give enough shout outs to all of the sponsors here with Micro Hub or Micro Sprint Hub, iRacing League. Again, all your heat races were sponsored by BTB Foundation. Your A main is going to be sponsored by Thrive Media. And afterwards, we're going to hear from your top 3 in the winner's circle provided by Race Tracker Pro. And a huge shout out as well to Milestone Electric Plumbing and AC and FM Performance. as these drivers are trying to break this track in, get it going, get it racy where they have the top line and the bottom line. As we're not just doing a train race here at Fairbury for your 35 lap main event. And to give everyone a heads up with everything, we will be doing some test sessions. So if you get notified that we're live here on YouTube or even on Facebook, most likely on the weekend, don't worry about it. We are not going to be live. We're going to make sure that we have it titled test so that way you are aware of it. I'm going to try to figure out some bugs here on my end and make sure everything's ready for uh, next week's action here with your Micro Sprint Hub iRacing League. The warm-up session's done with here, and I believe we are going to go to your main event here, as it is going to be a 35-lap main event. And starting on the pole is going to be the number 1 of Brady Ross. On his outside is going to be Bryce in the 26 machine, and inside row number 2 has Jaden West in the 33. With Justice Sokol on his outside in his 25 machine, with JT Moss on the inside of row number 3 in his 4 machine, with Bradley Cox on his outside in the 45. Row number 4 has Johnny Boland in the 11, with Seth Gregory on his outside in the 14. Rustin Moss in the 51 is going to be inside row number 5, with Chance Olstrom on his outside in the 18. In row number 6 has Josh Robinson on the inside in his 67, and on his outside is going to be Tyler LaPointe in the 8 machine. Row 7 has J-Rob on the inside in his 19 machine, with Bryce Comer on his outside in the 9. Row number 8 has Brandon Lewis in the 75, with Garrett on his outside in the 17. Row 9 has Daniel Fuller in the 21, with Eric Schmidt on his outside. And row number 10 has Derek in the 6 machine on the inside, with Jason Green on his outside in the 12. Row 11, we see Dylan Carrier in the 813, with Aaron Letzel on his outside in the 2. And rounding out the field here for your main event here at Fairbury with your Micro Sprint Hub iRacing League, we have Shane Weeks on the inside, with James Kistner on the outside. The field just received the road up green flag. We're set to go, as race control is happy with how everyone's lined up right now. Again, we have 35 laps of action here at Fairbury for week number 2. Is Bradley Cox going to take home week number 2 here as well as he did week number 1, as Brady Ross leads us to the green as he's hitting that loud pedal in that 1 machine. And we're underway here at Fairbury for your Micro Sprint Hub iRacing League, as Brady Ross is going to try to work that bottom side. Jaden West is going to be right there in the 33, where those two are trying to separate. Here comes the 33, trying to look down low, got a little bit sideways, but it's still going to be Brady Ross in that 1 machine taking on the lead, as we do have a caution flag coming out here. As we go and take a look with Eric Schmidt. I believe that was where the contact was. As you see J-Rob there in that Thrive Media machine down low. The 21 machine goes down. Here comes the 21 and the 19 making contact. The 75 is working the bottom side, and I don't see where the accident did happen, as everything's working a little bit slower than normal, so that way we can actually not miss the race here. We're going to make sure that speed that up just a little bit for next time around. And hopefully there is not a next time around as well, as race control is not happy with the lineup. We're going to go back around one more time. and they just received the rolled up green flag as race control is happy with how they lined up here. It's going to be Brady Ross in that one machine starting on the pole with Jaden West on in second, Justice Sokol in third, Bryce in fourth, and Johnny Bolin in fifth. As Brady Ross is going to hit that loud pedal and get us underway, he's going to get a good jump here on the 33 machine, and we are going to be counting the caution flags here as I believe iRacing is messing up, so try to keep it green as much as possible as Brady Ross is going to maintain the lead. We're going to go back to Jaden. We're going to have a big pileup there in 1 and 2, as that's going to allow the rest of the field to try to get around here. Brady Ross is maintaining the lead. Jaden West is right there in his 33 machine. Justice Sokol is right there as well, and right behind them is going to be Bradley Cox in that 45 machine, as Sokol is going to go down low trying to reel in West here. And as he's trying to reel in West, here comes Bradley Cox in that 45 machine trying to get that exit off four. We're going to have cars around. Oh, contact between the 45 and the 25. Going in turn number 3 there. And we're going to take another look at it here. Take a quick look at it as we're coming off on down the front straightaway, following Justice Sokol in that 25 machine. He's going down low. Here comes the 45 of Bradley Cox. We got lap traffic right there, and Justice coming down to miss the lap traffic and makes contact with the 45 and 25 make contact right there. As these drivers are waiting for the pace truck to come around them, and give you a quick rundown of where everyone's at currently. It's going to be Brady Ross in the one machine, leading the field still with Jaden West on in second, and third is going to be Johnny Bolin in the 11 machine with Bradley Cox in the 45 and fourth. Josh Robinson rounds out your top 5. Justice Sokol moved up to the 6th position. Bryce in the 26 machine is going to be 7th. Chance Olstrom in 8th. Just JT Moss in 9th, and Bradley Lewis rounds out your top 10 as the pace truck does pull off here. We do have 12 laps down in the books. Here comes lap number 13 in the book, starting lap number 14 here with Brady Ross hitting that loud pedal coming off turn number 4. The 33 got a little bit better jump there as in that second position. He's trying to reel in Brady Ross. Can he make that pass here soon? As we're going to go back through the fields, we're going to keep an eye on their distance there as we're following along with Bradley Cox in that 45 machine, the guy that won last week for week number 1 opener here with your Micro Sprint Hub iRacing League. As they work their way through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway, as Johnny Bolin got a little bit loose as he's come off turn 2. That's going to allow Bradley Cox to make his move, and here comes Johnny Bolin, not giving up easy. He's looking down low, going in 1 and 2. We're going to have a slide job with a crossover from Bradley Cox and give third position to Bradley Cox there in that 45 machine. We're going to go back up to the front as Jaden West is right there in that 33 machine. We do have lap traffic. Will that play a factor with Brady Ross in that one machine as he's working his way through 3 and 4 as he's coming off turn number 4? We do have 18 laps in the book, starting on lap number 19. As you see, these you have 4 lap cars right there, right in front of your leader. Your leader's going to work the bottom side, make it 3 wide there momentarily, as there's one on the extreme high side and one right there. Here comes the 33 of Jaden West looking down low, make contact with the inside tire. That's going to allow Bradley Cox to make the pass and move him up into your 2nd position, as Jaden West has moved back to your 4th position. You see a driver there hitting the Ute tire there in 3 and 4, and Bryce in the 26 machine has moved up to your 3rd position. As we look back up to your front here with Brady Ross, gonna get taken out by a lap car in that 6th machine. Then also your 2nd place driver as well. That's going to allow Bryce in that 26 machine to take over your lead as he's working his way off turn number 4. And Jaden West has moved back up into your 2nd position. And Justice Sokol, who was involved earlier in an earlier caution, has moved up to your 3rd position. Again, lap traffic isn't been a factor here, and trying to make sure that get the most of your green flag racing action here tonight. Again, the 26 of Bryce is going to be leading the field, followed by Jaden West, Justice Sokol, Josh Robinson, Chance Olstrom rounds out your top 5. Bryce Comer in the 9 machine is going to be 6th. Brady Ross moved back to the 7th position. Rustin Moss 8th. Tyler LaPointe 9th, and Seth Gregory rounds out your top 10. And with that, we do have 10 laps remaining. They just received the rolled up green flag. Bryce is going to be leading the field to the green. Again, that's going to be the 84 of Bryce. And I've been calling him the number 26 as that's what his number is with iRacing, as he's going to hit that loud pedal as he's coming off turn number 4 and get us back underway with 9 laps remaining here in your main event on week number 2 with your Micro Sprint Hub iRacing League. Bryce is going to lead us down the back straightaway into turn number 3 with Jaden West moved his way back up into second with that mayhem that happened earlier. Can Josh Robinson hold on to his third position with Justice Sokol right there in that fourth position, ready to go? He's going to go up high, trying to make some up here as he's working his, trying to reel in Josh Robinson in that 67 machine, trying to get the outside going. As Bryce is still right there maintaining the lead. Jaden West is right there on his bumper as they work their way up to turn number 4, as we have 6 laps remaining here in your main event for week number 2. As they work their way up to turn number 2 down the back straightaway, they're going and Jaden's looking down low. We're going to have a little bit of contact with that berm, and that's going to shoot. That's Jaden West on the outside and make the pass, and then we have 5 laps remaining here, and that allowed Bryce to make the pass as well. And now Josh Robinson is up there in second. We do have lap traffic hitting the outside wall. Can Jaden West hold on to the lead now as he's coming around in 3 and 4? Trying to get my bearings here with all the mayhem that's been happening here tonight. I believe we have 3 laps remaining. It's still Jaden West in that 33 machine. He's kind of separated himself with Bryce in that 84 machine. We do have Chance Olstorm in the 18 machine trying to hold on to your third position with Josh Robinson right there. That was your battle for third, making contact. That's going to allow Bryce Comer and the 9 machine move up 11 spots so far. He's running in third as Jaden West and the rest of the field has received the white flag. As they work their way off turn number 2, we're going to go back up to the front here as Jaden West in the 33 is going to take the checker flag and take the win here tonight, followed by Bryce in the 26 machine. And rounding out your top 3 it's going to be Bryce Comer in the 9 machine. Again, we're here from those top 3 drivers here momentarily. Tyler LaPointe in the 8 machine is going to finish in 4th, with Rustin Moss rounding out your top 5. And we don't want heat race 5 action. Jaden West wins the race here in the 33 machine with Bryce in second in the 26 machine, and Bryce Comer rounds out the field or top 3 in his 9 machine. Rustin Moss in 4th, Brady Ross in 5th, Justice Sokol in 6th, Josh Robinson 7th, Shane Weeks 8th, Aaron Letzel in 9th, and rounding out your top 10 is going to be Chance Allstorm. And 11th goes to Tyler LaPointe. Seth Gregory finishes 12th. Johnny Bolin, Eric Smith, Jason Green, J. Rob, Rick, and Garrett for your top 18 there. And rest of the field in 19th goes to Daniel. 20th goes to JT Moss. Bradley Cox in 21st. Brandon Lewis. 22nd, Dylan Carrier. In 23rd. 24th goes to James Kistner. And Sterling Thesis did not start the race as well. And we're waiting for your top 3 drivers here tonight. And give me 1 second here. We do have one driver ready to go for his interview. We'll go ahead and hear from him as he finished out in the 3rd position. And Bryce, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, sure can. And that was a crazy battle. We kind of figured out that we had caution flags being counted, so try to keep the race green as much as possible. And you came home with a third place finish and moving up 11 spots to take home third. How was that track out there and the race conditions here tonight?
Yeah, it was really good. The start of the race was really good. The track slipped off, which I expected it to. Um, yeah, the end was pretty all luck. The I really just tried to dodge all the wrecks and try to keep my nose clean. I really wasn't expecting to move up so far, but yeah, the session was great. Big thanks to everyone a part of this. I want to thank Colton Robbins for actually helping me out with setups and all that, and Micro Sprint Hub, Justin Robinson, all the guys who put this together. This is a sweet deal. So yeah, I want to thank my mom and dad for giving me the setup, and it was a good race.
Yes, sir. And I guess you did you give a shout out to all your sponsors that you have on the car and everything as well, man?
I don't really have any sponsors on this iRacing gig. It's just kind of just my mom and dad, and my buddy Austin,
Yes, sir.
and Colton Robinson. So yeah, I want to thank my mom and dad
Yes,
for
sir. And
giving me.
hopefully next week, week number three, we get the technical issues figured out here on my end, and we will catch you once again on the podium.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And uh, congratulations as well to taking home third and moving up 11 spots here tonight.
Thank you.
Thanks, sir. You have a good one.
You too.
And bear with me 1 second. As Jaden West did take home the win, and we're going to hear from Bryce first, or the other Bryce, I should say. And Bryce, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
And all right, so first thing I want to ask you is how do you say your last name? As I did not say it tonight, and I did not want to butcher it.
Yeah, no, it's Howenstein.
Howenstein. And you ran up there towards the front the whole night, and kind of got a little bit hectic there with the lap traffic. Kind of, what was your strategy going through with that, with the lap traffic, and where did you want to run there on the track, man?
You know, I logged into this deal with 18 seconds before the session closed, and this guy's got a lot of practice laps, so kind of blind to the track and what the conditions were going to be, and just got out there and kind of put the best foot forward and got in the Discord with some guys and said, what do we need to do here to make this thing go? And fortunately, the invert helped us out, put us on the pole of that heat race, and we're able to walk away with that. Started outside pole, track conditions weren't ideal, and went and hit the cushion first and thought maybe in 15, 18 laps I could roll that thing in and have some high side runs, but the bottom wasn't giving away. Fell back 10, 11 spots and was able to drive back up. So just kind of happy with the way the night panned out.
Yes, sir. And you bring up that bottom, and kind of see it here on the replay as we're talking. You had to hit that bottom pretty good, especially in 3 and 4. As here at Fairbury, there is that bump through 3 and 4, and it was sends you straight up to the outside wall there. Uh, was that playing a factor with how you're going to enter the track and everything as well? And want to try the race
Yeah,
clean here.
yeah, you want to get down there and get as close to the tires as you can, but if you drive across the bump, it's going to take your nose and put it to the fence. So you got to kind of run across the bump and you don't feel it quite as much. And I think I was able to execute there, but fortunately, I just opened up the bottom just a little too much and let Jaden use his right rear to my Nerf bar to give himself the spot that he needed, in a deal where it's one lane around the bottom. I probably would do the same. And so hats off to him for making it work and getting around me down there after I found the front again. And all in all, it's a pretty good fun race.
Yes, sir. And do you have any friends, family, or sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I got to thank J Rob for making this deal go. Micro Sprint Hub, Thrive Media, all those guys that are putting money into this deal to give us a place to race. Milestone Home Services, big shout out to them and all they do for me. Other than that, man, just like to get in these things and pretend they're go karts and have a good time. So enjoyed the night.
Yes, sir. And congratulations again on second place here tonight. And hopefully we catch you back on the podium on week number 3 here.
Absolutely sounds good, man. Thanks for the host and
Yep.
thanks for stream.
Yes, sir. No problem at all. You have a good night, man.
You too.
And we're going to hear from your winner here tonight. And again, your winner is going to be Jaden West. And Jaden, do you got a copy?
Yeah.
Man, that was a battle there. You fell back early on, then made your way back through the field. How was the track conditions coming through the field there for you whenever you tried to get back up to the front?
First off, I want to say I did not mean to door him when when I exited the corner. My car pushed up a little bit, and that's totally my bad. So I didn't mean to door that guy. But to start off the race, we entered it. I entered really late. I didn't have any setup, but my grandpa came down and we got a setup figured out. So thanks to him. But yeah, the race as the start, it was pretty greasy. But then I found my way racing on the bottom, pretty much full throttle and not trying to burn as many hours as we can. So I'm trying to keep up in the RPM and not drop.
Yes, sir, and kind of showed it there. Again, as you apologized about it, it looked like you came a little bit down, or came down low, kind of what you heard me asking Bryce there about how that berm in 3 and 4, that berm does play a big factor here at Fairbury, and you're kind of a culprit of showing exactly what was happening there with that. If you got a little bit too low, is what I'm seeing, and is that what you would say too?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't even know how I got in the podium, if not top 5, because early laps on like lap 20, I hit the inside bump there and I smacked the tire a little bit and that sent me sideways. So thank God the third and second place car were far behind me, so I didn't get in much positions lost. But I lost back to like 4th, and then that lap traffic, man, that was a key feature for me to get up front.
And once again, congratulations on your win here at Micro Sprint Hub iRacing League. Do you have any friends, family, or sponsors you'd like to give a shout out to, man?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my grandpa, Gail Worthington, Jamaica Raceway, Preston Schmid for helping me with the setup a little bit, and then Gail Worthington, all thanks to him for setting the whole car up, really.
Yes, sir, and hopefully we catch you back here on the podium on week number 3 of Micro Sprint Hub iRacing League here. And once again, congratulations on your 3rd place finish. Or, so I'm not 3rd place. I've looked at your number there. Sorry, on your win here tonight at Fairbury.
Yeah, thanks. I'll probably be here next week. I might not even be racing. I'll probably be adminning. Like I said with the host, I had to do something with my PC and it wiped away all my admin panels and my setups. So I couldn't really make that, but I came out and supported you guys somehow. So
Yes.
Thank you guys, and thanks to the host for putting on an amazing show.
Yes, sir. And we'll catch you next time, man.
All right. Thank you.
Yep. And there you have it, your winner of Jaden West, as we heard from your top 3 drivers here tonight. That's going to conclude the action here on Right Rear Racing with Micro Sprint Hub iRacing League. Thanks for joining in, and we will catch you next time here on Right Rear Racing.
Flag waves in the midnight air, clay on the visor, victory stare. Battles fought on every line, some cross glory, some cross fine. Slide job strong, cushions torn, races made and legends born. From heat race fight to the feature fight, we watched it all unfold tonight. High side hustle, bottom lane grind, every inch earned, no easy find. Hard on the wheel, foot to the floor, that's what micro racing's for. Have our elbows up till the very end, wheel to wheel with your rival and friend. Right rear racing on the mic so clear, bringing you action loud and near. It's intense, it's fast, it's all out war. Micro thunder shaking the floor. Micro sprint up, what a show. We'll see you when the green lights glow. the trophy high, some with lessons they can't deny. But every lap told a story tonight, a dirt track, dreams under stadium lights. No quit hearts and fearless drives, that's how this league stays alive. Short track blood in every vein, we'll fire it up and do it again. Topside rim, right slide, a throw, one more lap before we go. Crowd still roaring in our ears, we'll be back, count the days, not years. Final loves with elbows up, that's how we roll. Micro warriors chasing the goal. Ride rear racing, signing off, but this fire ain't cooling off. It's intense, it's tight, it's elbows high. Micro madness flying by. Micro sprint up, stand up and cheer. We'll catch you next time right back here.